Welcome to this Goldilocks Productions presentation. Before we begin the show, let's go over quick guidelines. Callers, if you would like to get on air to ask the show host a question, please press 1. All those callers that do not press 1 and any blocked phone numbers, unlisted phone numbers, and Skype callers whose phone numbers do not show up on the switchboard, you will be in listen mode only. It is not mandatory that the show hosts bring on callers. So please keep your questions to one question only and be mindful and respectful of the other callers that are calling in and of the show host as well. If you have any issues or any problems, and even any compliments or testimonials, please contact the Goldilocks Productions show producer and owner at the email of goldilocksproductions@hotmail.com. Again, that email is Goldilocks with a Y, goldilocksproductions@hotmail.com. Thank you. Now on with the show.
You are tuning into the Goldilocks Productions presentation of the Angels and Healing Light Show. Sit back, relax, and be open to receive the angelic messages and healing channeled through your host, Laura Romeiro.
Good morning, everybody. It's Laura Romeiro, your host of Angels and Healing Light, and I'm so happy to be back with you this morning for another episode of angels and angel messages and messages about healing. You know, I love to bring those messages, and that's my mission in life, is to connect people with their angels and to help them heal in every way possible. So I'm here today to help you do that and hopefully get you a message that means something very special to you to help you in your life today. I'm on every Tuesday at 11 a.m., but if you, by chance, happen to miss one of my shows, you can certainly hear it, an archived issue of it, and you can find that on my website, which is angelsandhealinglight.com. I'd like you to visit my website and sign up to be a subscriber so that I can email my weekly angel message to you. However, I have exciting news, and beginning next month, we're going to be broadcasting the show from a platform that allows us to do some video as well, some live video feeds. So what I will be doing, I'm very, very excited about this, is being able to actually show you the cards that I use when I do my readings, my angel card readings for you, and being able to see those images, they're just so beautiful. And so I hope that's something you really enjoy and will stay tuned for. I'm going to bring on my very special guest here in just a moment, and that is Carolan Carey, my fabulous Psychic Medium of Sarasota, mentor, teacher, and all-around incredible evidential psychic medium. But before I bring her on, I want to tell you real quickly about a couple things coming up in November. Guess what? Carolan and I are going to be teaming up again on her show, which, by the way, is on every Thursday night at 8 p.m. here on Goldilocks Productions. And so on November the 21st, she and I will be teaming up again to get you angel messages and messages from your loved ones in spirit. On Saturday, November the 9th, I'll be doing readings at the Psychic Fair at Spirit University in Bradenton, Florida, followed by a workshop, Connecting with Your Angels, also being held at the Spirit University, and that's going to be on November the 16th. So please, if you need more information on that, just give me an email at laura@angelsandhealinglight.com. And good morning, Mom. Everybody say hi to my mom, Renee. Quickly here, I want to tell you what your angel messages for the day are, for the week, and they are about introspection and about strength and courage, and reminding you that the angels are come to you to help give you strength, to help give you fortitude. When you think that there is a time in your life where you can't see the future, where you can't see the reasons behind something, where you need that support and your guidance, just remember the angels are there to help you. They're looking down upon you, loving you, sending you energy of love and healing. And just open your heart to receive those gifts and those messages. They're also reminding you that one of the easiest ways to connect with them is to spend some time in quiet, under your favorite tree, by your favorite body of water, in your favorite cozy, comfy chair with a cup of tea. Just going into your heart and into your mind and asking God to surround you with a loving light and the loving light of the angels. And just know that those angels are always with you, and they're always here to guide you and giving you a very loving message, especially from Archangel Raphael on this day. So remember, Archangel Raphael is also reminding you to make sure you're staying hydrated throughout the day, which helps your energy levels go up. And he's saying that's a very important message for some of you out there who are dragging behind. So have some nice fresh water and spend some time with yourself and with your angels. All right? So I hope that is something that really reaches out to your heart and your soul and helps remind you that you're surrounded by love every minute of every day that comes straight from the divine. Thank you. All right. Well, without further ado, I am very, very pleased to have Carolan Carey back with us again today. As I said earlier, one of my favorite friends and mentors and teachers and psychic mediums. She is the Psychic Medium of Sarasota. She's very accomplished. She is a very talented and gifted evidential medium. And I love her work because what she does is healing. You know, when we lose someone that we love or care about, it leaves a hole, right? It causes pain. It causes grief. Well, here comes Carolan, able to connect with your loved one and provide you with no doubt that this is your loved one. So she provides you with some information that only the two of you would recognize, pretty much. So you have no doubt, and being able to connect and know that as she says, love never dies. So Carolan does amazing readings. They're full of love, laughter, and healing. And so I am so delighted to have you back, Carolan. Good morning and welcome back.
Well, thank you. Good morning to you, too, and to your listeners. It's a lovely day here in Sarasota, Florida. So we are off to enjoy this beautiful, cold, crisp, 85-degree weather, which is so much better than 90 or something. Yeah, right? So it's a great day. Thank you for that lovely introduction and for the angel messages. Thank you. That was nice.
Yeah. And by the way, I want you to know that message about strength and fortitude I received from Kimberly Maroney's beautiful deck called Angel Love. So she does amazing work. She's an amazing teacher. She has beautiful angel cards. So check out Kimberly Maroney's deck, too, if you like that kind of thing. She really has been on my show a couple times. What a wonderful lady. Check those out. So Carolan, I really enjoyed being on the show with you. I think it was last week, wasn't it? Thursday night. We had so many callers that were really speaking from their heart, and you were able to give them wonderful messages from their loved ones. I was able to give them messages from their angels, and it was quite a show. A lot of amazing information. So I'm really looking forward to what happens today.
Well, thank you for coming on. It's always a delight to have you, and I think the listeners really appreciate the angel messages. It's just fabulous. And I love that we have a lot of callers calling in with questions. It's such what you do is so healing, and I love being a guest, actually. It's so, to me, I don't know. I think it's easier than being an interviewer, but I don't know. But I always enjoy coming on your show.
Well, thank you. As I was saying before, there's always that painful hole left when somebody leaves us and moves on to the other side of the veil. And I know many people get messages, or we'll say, I think that was my loved one. I had a dream about them last night. Could it be them? And you always say, love never dies. So what does that mean exactly? Does that mean that, to me, the way that I take it is that loved one in spirit is always with us. But what is your take on that?
I don't think they are always with us. I think they have things to do. I think that people, one of the reasons people come to me or to any medium is to find out what the other side is really like. And as I talk to people that have made that transition, I learn from them, and they tell me, plus my studies in this ministerial program that I'm in explores the celestial heavens and the spheres and the planes of different levels of heaven and the other side, and what you can achieve or ascend to, if you will. A lot of people that are past, your friends and relatives, show me what heaven is to them, or they speak about who they have met up with, their family, or who greeted them, or how nicely their transition went and what they expect to learn there. One of the things that I take from that is they will come in visitation. They will tell me that. They are aware of what you are doing. They don't have to be in the same room, but they are aware, which means that they care. They still care. Love never dies. You are still in their scope, closer than you can imagine. People think when their loved one dies that that's the end of it, and that's not true. That's what mediumship is about. It's about showing the continuation of life on the other side. Death is a transition. It is part of the life cycle. So they are not gone from you. They just are not here in the physical, but they are here in spirit. And although they have jobs to do and things to learn and things to explore, they still have your best interest at heart, and they will check in from time to time. They're aware of the new baby. They're aware of the new car, the graduation from college, marriage coming up. And sometimes they have some insight and some guidance for you. So it's not as if they are going forever. It's not an easy thing, but I think it helps people to know that their loved ones are not going forever, that you can speak to them. You can speak to them through me or another medium, or you can speak to them yourself. You just have to recognize the signs and be open to that. But love is not going to die just because they're gone from the earth plane. So I hope that is comforting, and that is the purpose of what I do, why I do what I do, is to reunite people, to give them a chance to say goodbye if they didn't get a chance, to talk about what's coming up, to get rid of to free you from guilt. Spirit looks at things quite differently on the other side, better than we ever could. So there is no guilt, like I wasn't there when my father passed away. That's okay. He knows that you loved him, and that, it doesn't matter. He may have chosen that time to go when you were not there. Maybe he wanted to spare you that. So it's not about we didn't give them enough, we didn't do enough. We still have a chance to give them, or for them to give us that word of love or message of love. So we still have that opportunity. And I think that in itself can be very healing. I know I learned a lot from mediumship, and I am so glad it really changed my life. And I am so glad and grateful to be able to do this work. I hope that answered your question, but probably not. But anyway, I just want people to know their loved ones are there.
And more. That's beautiful. That really touched my heart, all those messages, because, ladies and gentlemen, we've all gone through this, right? And it all typically feels so terrible. So it's a painful thing to go through. So what Carolan is telling us is that, our loved ones are still with us, and thank God we don't have to feel guilty about the coulda, woulda, shoulda. I think there's always a little something that we hang on to, and she's here saying, we don't have to do that. And we can connect with our loved ones. I'm going to take a caller here in just a moment, but Carolan, when you said, you just recognized the signs, could you touch on that a little bit?
I would say in a reading, I will have people from the other side mention like either a song or a butterfly or a particular bird or a word or something that lets you know that they are around. They will share a story like, were you just shopping for new shoes, or were you repainting the bedroom? These are the things that Spirit will come through with to let you know that they are with you, that they're not spying on you. They may be observing, or they're sharing an experience with you. They may mention your daughter's wedding. I was there. Or you wore this, or that happened. Sometimes they'll talk about a little quirky things that they did and that they're still doing, the way they hugged you or the way they gave you a kiss on the forehead. These are intimate details that let you know. But if you are by yourself and thinking of your father or your mother or your sister or brother or a friend, and there was something that you shared, like maybe you're having a cup of coffee at the kitchen table, and you look out the window and there's a beautiful bird there, and you remember the times that you walked the beach and you saw similar birds or something like that. This is a sign to you that this person in spirit still shares that memory with you, and it was a great time for them. So that kind of evidence will come through. It's just like little touching moments like that to let you know that they're not in some abyss someplace. They may show pennies. They may show a picture. They may talk about a movie maybe you both went to, a shared experience. So things like that are definitely signs from loved ones. But if you're waiting for like them to blast in your ear, remember, spirit is subtle and loving. So these are things sometimes what happens is we're given signs and we doubt them because that can't be. That just can't be. Why can't it be? The other thing you have to be cautious of is making everything a sign. I see people doing that all the time. I don't dissuade them from that in particular because that makes you feel better until they can recognize what a real encounter is. And a lot of times spirit will come in your dreams because that is a state of mind where you're neutral, you're relaxed, and you are receptive. And this is a time that they can share with you.
I remember my dad coming to me in a dream once, and it was just the funniest thing. He surprised. Whatever he did, he played a joke on, I think, his mother, and it was just the funniest thing. But I remember being, in my, late 20s, I think, and I woke up laughing about this, and I just had absolutely no doubt that was my dad. But, boy, I still remember that dream very vividly, but I just woke up laughing, thinking of him and the fact that he was still playing pranks, still being a prankster.
Yes, it gives you the joy of knowing that personality and character is still intact on the other side. They just don't have the physical body. There's the essence of them is still there. So that's the continuation of life, and that's a beautiful thing to recognize. I think it helps people to know that.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
I know it helps me, so that's why I love what you do. Well, Carolan, are you ready for a caller? It looks like we've got one or two here. So let me take the first caller. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to speak to Carolan or me to get a message from your loved one or from the angels or from both, just press the number 1, and that will put you in the queue. So let me take area code 412.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Very well, thank you.
Hi, I wanted to discuss my money situation. I have been working diligently to look for employment, but I have some major financial problems going on right now. I wanted to see what you saw I guess it's a two-part. I had an interview, 2 different companies, one yesterday and today, but also to see if you saw me getting, like, being able to borrow money from a relative or today or something so I can get out of this really eminent pickle I'm in.
Oh, boy, sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that you're going through a difficult time. Let me think on this. It's definitely,
what's your name,
Carolan,
hon?
if you have any insight.
What'd you say?
What's the caller's name?
Jessica. I'm sorry. Jessica.
Yes, one of these jobs is going to be profitable, is my guesstimate here. I have a mom figure or a motherly figure in spirit. This could be a mom or a generation up to a grandmother. Do you have someone in spirit?
2. Jenny and Eva, that are grandmothers, that are both in spirit.
Okay. Both ladies. One lady uses powder on her nose. She tells me she had a compact.
That's Eva.
Okay.
That's Eva.
So she's here and she's dabbing her nose, and she's so delighted to be here to say hello to you. She says the right thing is going to find you. It's profitable. The word I had gotten was profitable. I feel that you are going to get a temporary loan. And I want to talk about the month of December for some reason. Feels either the job is secured by then or it's a better month for. I feel by the end of the year you're going to have more options, is the word I'm saying, or feeling, and I feel as you'll have your ducks in a row, she says. This other lady talks about a halo, kind of kidding about it, or referring to a halo, or something about angels. So I feel as if, she also talks about the word broadcast. I don't know if she's referring to what we're doing right now, but she is talking about something about angelic presence or something with you. So I don't know if you have a thing for angels or you believe in angels, but she's mentioning.
I do. I have really, because of the difficult situations in my life, I've really spent months and months and months and months just learning to give it up to the universe, meditate, trust, I've been really working on that whole part of my life, and I've done a literally 180 with my stress and with anxiety over.
So she is, I think this grandmother is saying, Jenny, I guess it is saying to you, they recognize that, and that is helping you. That's what's going to bring you the appropriate job. And I feel like appropriate is the word because to match your background, your education, and your skill level. So don't be trying to secure and, don't be saying, I need this. The perfect thing is going to come to you. So have faith in that both grandmothers are helping you to work on that, okay?
So let me ask you this question with that. Specifically, it's also Jenny's grandson. If I ask my cousin, her other grandchild, for money today, would it be well received to give me a loan?
It won't be badly received. It will not be as much as you would want. I think I would allow it to be what he can give. You'll have more success that way. Yeah, it's not that he's not open to it. I don't know how much he has. Okay.
He's got a lot. He's very.
Okay.
It will sorely not be remotely missed.
Okay. I would approach it as a loan. It may be a gift, but I would approach it as a loan in all honesty with him. Just say I'm having a tough time. I just need a bridge. Okay?
Okay.
Good luck
and
with
you.
And
do you have something else?
To let you know what your angel messages are, and they flow right along with what Carolan is saying. So you do have something that's coming to you. You're on the right path because your positivity and your optimism is really helping you get there. But Archangel Jophiel is telling you there are good things ahead. Now, when it comes to what Carolan was saying about December, I got the number 12 card from Archangel Gabriel, who is the angel that the angel that helps amongst other things with communication. And here he shows up with his big, beautiful trumpet, right? He's reminding you to be yourself. Although you are in a temporary standstill, he's reminding you that it's very important to be yourself. So that's right in line with what Carolan is saying about making sure you don't grab just any old thing. Make sure it's something that fits you. So make sure to look at things from a little different perspective, but you definitely have something going, and the angels are helping you, and they're helping you get your word out. So good luck. Let us know how things are going, we'll keep you in our thoughts, and many blessings to you. You're welcome.
Too. Thank you. Bye.
You're welcome.
Wow, that was great. That was great for her ladies to come and give that supportive advice too.
Yes, they don't leave us,
Yeah.
That's what I mean. They don't leave us. They're there for our assistance, to help us, and to comfort us. I know you're having a rough time. Stop blaming yourself and know that sometimes there's a bigger picture going on here than we are aware of. People will say, oh, why am I out of work and why did this happen? Well, I agree with you. That can suck, but we all have trials, and maybe it's leading you to something better. And when you look at a situation that happens in your life, when you look back after you have gone through that and you establish yourself in a new path or something like that, or something has happened, or because of a new job you met a different guy, or you're making more money and better than you could have imagined, and you look back and you say, I'm kind of glad I went through that because it got me here. So, sometimes our loved ones on the other side are like, hang on, because there's something better coming. And I think we need that little boost once in a while. So I think that's what she was getting today from two lovely ladies in spirit. So that's great.
Well, that's beautiful. Thank you for that. That was a great reading, Carolan.
Good. I'm glad you liked it.
Well, let's hear from area code 218. Hi, who is this, and what's your one question, please?
Hi, this is Sam, and my one question is everything going to be all right, I guess, because we're planning on moving to Arizona. Will that turn out good, I guess?
Are there 4 people going?
What? You both talked at the same time.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Laura.
We're good at that.
Yeah.
No, you go ahead, Carolan.
Okay. Are there 4 people involved in this move? What's the 4?
Not that I know of. It'll just be me and, well, I guess so. I mean, 'cause it's my boyfriend's friend, so it'd be 2 other people, but they're not, with us. They already live there, so.
Oh, okay. So it's centered around 4 people, I think is what I'm trying to get to, because I get the number 4. I think they're going to be very helpful to you. I think Arizona is a good start. Is there a job waiting for someone there?
Not that I know of.
Okay, that's going to get worked out. I feel as if there is something waiting for your partner, your boyfriend. That is something that has to be researched. It could also be springtime. Are you thinking about moving in the spring?
No, I mean within the month.
Okay. I think it would be spring before you're established, so maybe you're going to stay with them or whatever. I'm being reminded, I have an older gentleman in spirit here. It feels perhaps a grandfather. I'm also getting the word uncle, so they may be 2 separate entities that are talking to me. And I have a female figure for your boyfriend as well. These are all working in tangent with you to make this work. I think it's like dipping your toe in the pool to see if we really like this or not. The potential to build a life out there is there for you. But there has to be some more. It feels like a wing and a prayer at the moment. To make this work, there has to be work opportunities. There has to be living conditions. There has to be some things. So I think a little bit more research is necessary. but I feel it's a good move. Actually, any place that you move to feels really good, but I like Arizona. I like the Sedona area or outside of it. Feels remarkably different for you. So that's all I'm getting on that, because your question is kind of oblique. It's kind of like, I don't know. You know, it's kind of out there. I'm not sure what's going to happen. It is going to be, what I kind of get from the people in spirit for you is, it's going to be up to you. You know, and you can't be lackadaisical about it. You're going to have to take the situation by the horns and say, okay, this is what we're doing. I think there's a little bit more thought needs to go into this, but you do have people who are willing to help you that would welcome you out there. Does that help you?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's a grandpa? What's the grandpa's name? Because I keep getting that, and I have no idea the grandpa.
This is somebody that knew you, that died before you were recognized.
Probably.
Him? Okay.
Yeah.
I keep getting a J name, so I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's John, James. There's a J name in the name or in the last name.
Okay.
I'm seeing his hands, so my feeling is that he worked with his hands, like labor-wise or farm-wise or something of that effect. There is a big affection for you, and there's a quirky little smile with this gentleman. And I also feel that he passed from something in the chest. I also want to say tuberculosis was someplace in the family at one time, or maybe he had that. So even though you may not know him as well, he's still in your tribe on the other side, trying to guide you. And I want to remind you, it hasn't been easy. He says you have led your life like a wild pony.
Mhm.
Okay, and it's time to figure out what you need and what you want to do, and to step into that role of maturity, in emotionally and spiritually and physically as well. Okay, does that make sense to you?
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for calling. That was a great reading. What a lot of insight. Well, I hope that helps with your move to wherever you end up, and I hope that Carolan's messages from your loved ones and all of that insight helps make your next move smooth and profitable and happy. And also ask Archangel Azrael to help you make these moves so that you're heading off in the right direction. Okay? All right. Thank you very much. Carolan, can you please tell our listeners how to get in touch with you to arrange a reading? A full reading.
My website is CarolanCarey.com. My name is spelled Carolan. The last name is Carey.com. The Psychic Medium of Sarasota, or SRQ as we refer to it. I book readings throughout the week. I do phone readings or in person in Sarasota. Do group readings. I've had a couple of those lately that have gone really well. With the tourists coming back into Sarasota, I'll get more of those. That's usually what happens. You can give me a call. My number's on the website. You can email me or text me, and I would be glad to schedule an appointment for you. Well, appointments are scheduled. And so don't call me and expect to get a reading, that moment. But I'd be glad to accommodate you that day or the following day if I can. So I enjoy my work, and I hope you will consider me your spirit connection, because I really enjoy what I do, and I hope it provides some comfort and healing to you. If you have lost someone, I like to work with grieving families and do that quite a bit. And also I work as a psychic, which means actually for me that I get impressions from the other side and insight on who you are and what your next move may be. But my particular work and my sole purpose is spirit communication. So it would be with those that have passed on. So I hope that you will give me a call and let's book a reading. I'd love to do that.
And her readings are very, very wonderful. They're very thorough. She can find little things between you and your loved one that happened years and years and years and years ago that you know without a shadow of a doubt that's exactly who she's talking to. It's amazing. It's just amazing. So I know you work very hard. You're constantly educating yourself. You're always getting better and better and better and better. You teach. You are amazing, I think. And as I've said before on this show, you are our family psychic medium with
yes.
family members, international family members. You read around the world. Really, you do.
Yes. I've been very fortunate in that spirit knows no bounds. So just because you're in Brazil or Canada or whatever doesn't mean that spirit's not going to come through for you on the phone. I like doing phone readings the best, actually. First, I don't have to get dressed. Second, I really enjoy that part of this work. Second, I don't have to interact with you. I can just give you what I'm getting directly from spirit with no interference. Like, I don't have to look at you to see if I'm pleasing you with this information. You know what I mean? I can just deliver it. So that makes my life a lot easier. But for some reason, and I get it, people need to see you. They need to be in the room with you sometimes. But that is not to diminish the phone readings, because I feel more comfortable doing that, and I'm happier doing that, and it's easier for me. People think sometimes during a reading that this should be an interactive encounter. That is not true. You can ask questions at the end of your reading, but when somebody is in contact with a loved one in spirit, this is like a channel coming through of information. If you interject or take it, I mean, you can say yes or I don't know, information that's coming through, but if you start in a dissertation or start explaining something, you are breaking that connection. You know what I mean? I'm sure you find that yourself. So, that would be one of the things. Listen to what is offered, because your questions will not go unanswered. Sometimes I've had some very serious readings, people in person, murders or questionable suicides or overdoses and things like this, and their anxiety level is through the roof. My job is done when they are able to walk out my door, if it's in person or on the phone, that they understand their loved one is still in contact with them, that the information revealed has alleviated their fears, about whether their loved one is in heaven or not. And a lot of people are worried about that, particularly if it was an overdose or a murder or a suicide. I will tell you right now, if they have not transitioned to the other side, they probably would not be speaking to me, because I only invite those who have made a transition that can come from a different place. I don't deal with earthbound spirits or anything that is stuck. 99% of the people that I deal with have moved on, and thank God. They will talk about seeing Jesus, or they've seen God, or angels, or whoever, to reassure their family that they are okay. So that is the purpose of the readings, really, is to put you in contact with your loved one. So, if you let the reading unfold, and if there isn't anything that I answered, I'd be more than glad to look at that. And I also invite you, if you think of something after, to email me or give me a call if something wasn't clear. Most mediums do not do that. What you get is what you get.
You go way out of your way to make sure that there's a comfort level and that all the questions are answered. I know you truly do.
Yeah. Really do. So I do that. I've learned a lot through mediumship, not just that they're okay over there, but I really got to know my mother, who passed when I was only 7, so I really didn't know her that well. And both husbands, actually, had passed. I divorced to my first husband. I divorced the second one. I was widowed. They're both passed. So a relationship with them, like where we could call a truce or where we could find common ground, are things that we went over. Another astounding thing that just happened to me, if you don't mind me sharing this, is I had a reading with, I don't usually get readings, so I was asked to get a sample reading from this gal who was wonderful, and she mentioned a friend of mine that I had been suspicious had passed. I knew she had an illness, and I knew she was going to pull into herself and do her own private journey, so it wasn't like she was going to call me and say, hey, I'm dying, you know, but I knew she was. She came through in the reading to confirm that she had indeed passed away. And so that was great confirmation for me. At least, you know, it took out the worry or the concern that she was not okay. And that really helped me. And then yesterday, I had a few moments of visitation with her in spirit. And it was wonderful. And it made me feel so much better. So, you know, I learned a lot. I learned a lot about heaven. I learned a lot about the other side. I learned a lot about people, how to live your life, people's regrets, what they didn't get to do, which they wanted to do, those kind of things. I learned a lot. So I have a natural curiosity about it. So that fulfills all those needs, I guess, for me. So I hope I can help you. But it does help me too.
So you learn about a lot. You learn a lot about life via death.
Yes.
Interesting.
If they can share something
that,
yeah, it is. I mean, if your loved ones always teach me something too, and if you can learn how to live your life by, you know, other people say, hey, I don't wish I had more money. I wish I spent more time with the kids. I wish I had confronted that situation. You know, it's not about I wish I didn't die. Of course, they would like to still be here with us, but how they live their life. And everybody has some form of something that they feel they didn't do right or something like that. And sometimes it's very deep. Sometimes it's really heavy. But they get the chance to explain. It's not a question of forgiving. Sometimes it's a question of understanding and looking at the big picture. And spiritual maturity, you know, how to handle someone's death or someone's abuse or somebody who our parents didn't measure up to, you know. You learn quite a bit from talking to them. And I feel very blessed to have that. So
life and death does not come with an instruction book, and there's so much you learn when you're ready to open your heart and your mind to look and see and confront things you'd like to change or explain away.
I think it's easier to do it here than it is over there, but nobody escapes. And one thing I will share, nobody escapes that life review. I mean, everybody reviews their life, and it's not in judgment. It is in what did I accomplish? What did I come here to do? Did I do that? Did I do something else? It's a life review, as my friend Arlene in Spirit explained to me yesterday. She said it's not like a one-shot deal. It's an evolution of looking at your life that you just ended, what you could have done better, or you know, seeing it from a bigger perspective, how you fit into other people's lives, what you accomplished. And so it's not just, you know, like God is going to sit you down and show you your life and say, this is where you messed up, you know. It's not like that at all. It's more of a self-viewing thing. And she says no one escapes that because that is how you acclimate to the spirit world. That's how you decide what you're going to do as a job over there, you know. Are you going to be a guide? Are you going to be a teacher? What are you going to be? So they have a lot of things to learn, too, and there's an openness. She did come through. She showed me with a little, you know those kids' princess outfits where there's a cone? The princess hat is a cone, and it has that tool coming off it. She showed me herself wearing that. and a unicorn. So she's like, I said, are you happy? And that's the image she gave me. She says, yes, it is so very beautiful, and I am really happy. I am free, and I'm very happy. She had a rough life here as a single woman, and she had a hard time money-wise and health-wise and just about everything. She's one of the toughest people I've ever met, an excellent medium. I trained with her. She wrote books. Her name is Arlene Broswell, and she has some books on Amazon that are still for sale, and I assume goes to her estate. So she was very honest and diligent about her life, and she was in a fury to get these books done, and I think because she knew she didn't have long. So we all learn from these experiences, so I feel very privileged to have had that interchange with her, and that's the gift of mediumship. That's what it's like.
And it is a gift, and you take it to heart. I know it's very sacred to you. And thank you to Arlene for sharing that insight, so that we can hear about it too. And I'm glad your friend's doing well.
Yes, and she's joined my spirit guide team to help me, which I feel I'm ecstatic about because she's an excellent medium. No frills with her. It's just she's a very simple person, very honest, sincere, and she says, I don't have the, how did she explain it to me? She says, I don't have the soul capacity that you have to negate people's pain. She says, I did not have that like you do. So I was very privileged to take that. I say thank you for that. I thought she was an excellent medium, and I thought she had a great delivery, but she felt that I find the words to comfort people that, with Arlene, what she had is what you got. Maybe I'm a better spin doctor. I don't know. I don't know if that's what she meant, but it was very nice of her to say that. So you learn a lot.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's fascinating. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, reach out to Carolan so that she can reach out to your loved one and get you those beautiful, healing, loving messages. I know it will be one of the best things that you ever do. So reach out to Carolan Carey. And I know
your pets come in, too. Your pets will come in a reading as well. And you know about that because you're a pet communicator and healer. And they... nothing is funnier that during a reading, like right now I have somebody's nose here, a dog's nose here, sticking their nose like right in my face. They're quite, I guess you would agree with me. I hope you would agree with me. Their energy is a little different, but it's just so right there. There's no frills on an animal. They just come right through with their message. That they impart to their loved ones, like, I want to let you know I'm here, that I'm not going forever. I think that's very comforting because people take a loss of a pet really hard. They do. Well, Carolan, we've got about 8 more people waiting and 12 minutes left in the show. So sorry, did I talk too much?
No, ma'am. I love everything that you had to say, and I know it helps everybody. I truly, that's why you're here, is to help people. So thank you for sharing all that information because I could listen to it forever, and I think it's stuff people need to know. But let me take area code 850 and one question from you, and thank you for your patience. Hi, who's this?
Yeah, hey, my name is Michelle, and I'm just got so much on my mind, and the one thing that is on my mind is my daughter. She's pregnant, and she don't know what to do, and I basically have told her, she's going to have to pray hard, and I can't make that decision what she needs to do. Her and her husband has problems over the past 7 years. It's the only man she's ever been with. And she met another man, so now she don't know who the baby is, and so I said, you can't hide the pregnancy. And so she's told her husband she's pregnant, but she hasn't told her there's a chance that it could be the other man's. And the other man wants to be with her, but she's kind of backed away from him, and now she's trying to work things out with her husband. But now he's around other people that are alcoholics and drug heads. And so they don't have their priorities where they need to be, but I don't know. is she going to have a boy or girl? Is it going to be the other man's? I mean, I got so many questions, and maybe you can give me a little insight how things are going to unfold. And the mother-daughter's on drugs, and it's like, oh.
I feel a boy, and I feel regardless of who the father is, keep your mouth shut. Mm-hmm. Honesty is not the best policy here. That's just my what I'm getting from Spirit. Doesn't help anybody. So she has a lot of reflection to do, and Mom, you got to let go because this is her journey, not yours. So stop driving yourself crazy.
And
this is her journey. You're going to have to let go.
And I'm getting that your job is to shine love, no matter what. You hold the space where there's nothing but love. So that baby has nothing but love when it comes into this world. Your job is to shine that love and hold that space, no matter who, what, where, why, and how. So you have that ability and capacity, and you'll do a good job with that. So shining love and being that example of love and support is paramount, and the situation will resolve itself. Okay? Gosh, good luck. Thank you for calling.
Oh, it's a mess.
And I've got to let you. I'll get on to the next caller because I've got quite a few here. So thank you very much, and good luck, though. Keep sharing your love, and that's paramount.
Can I ask you something? Do you feel like she'll leave her husband or be with the other man?
No, and it's not your business, Mom. Let her go because you can't control this. Okay.
Just shine love, and that will help everything fall into place.
Just be there for her, whatever her decision is. That's your daughter. Okay? Just walk in that and have some faith. Good luck to you.
Thank you. Well, that's a good message for all of us, right? Sometimes we try to jump in and fix situations that we shouldn't be jumping into, even though it's just our nature to protect and to heal.
Right.
Like you
I've done that, and it blew up in my face. Yeah, it blew up.
We've all done that.
Yep. You have to let go.
All right, next caller, 203. Hello, what's your one question, please?
Hi, Laura. Hi, Carolyn. This is Michelle from California. Hi.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi. I'm having a hard time finding a new job. I'd like to make a move, and I was wondering what you saw coming up for me.
Something very fashionable. I feel you very fashionable. I see high heels. I see a new way of looking at yourself. That's one of the reasons you're going through this period right now would be, and I have a woman in spirit here. I feel very, I want to say aunt, but I feel sort of a fondness and a motherly feeling towards you. So this could be a mom or it could be, I'm also getting the word aunt. But this woman is saying to you, it is one of the reasons you're going through this is to reinvent yourself. Would you understand that?
Yeah, maybe. I think I've been, I think I've not taken enough chances.
Right. Well, within yourself, there's a lot more of, untapped territory. That's not exactly the way I want to put it, but uncharted course here with you. There's a lot of abilities and skills that you have, and you're good looking too, which you forget. And, this is a time to bring out all those things. As this lady is saying to me, you have no idea how beautiful you are inside and out. This is the time. It's almost like I want to say to you, turn yourself inside out. Let people see the glory within you. And you're going to have a lot of support. And I feel like dancing around you, too. So there is definitely something here. Look at yourself differently, okay, because you have a lot of things going for you. You're not your past. Reinvent yourself, and you will have something different. I do feel, I want to say between now and February. I wish I could bring it closer to you. I also like the month of. I feel by the end of the year you're going to have a lifeline thrown to you, and I think you're going to take it. Does that help you?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay.
Look forward to it, yeah.
And I think you'll be buying some new shoes, so good luck to you.
Okay, thank you.
And I would
You're
like
welcome.
to add that Archangel Michael is asking you to please engage his assistance because he will help clear out the obstacles that are in the way. So Archangel Michael to help with career transition with careers, but he will help guide you and clear obstacles so that you are going to where you need to be. Also, Archangel Raziel is coming to say you've got a brand new start coming up, and so things are coming. They're happening. It's going to take a little bit of time, not so long, but he says you're ready, life is ready, you have a brand new start, and it's going to be magical. So thank you very much for calling. Good luck.
Thank you.
And I know things are going to go well. You've got amazing things going for you, so enjoy.
Those are my archangels, too, for sure.
Oh, yes, they are, especially Michael. He's being very, very, very present, very strong presence. All right, honey, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good luck
Thank
to
you.
you.
Bye-bye.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you know, there's common themes that happen through each show. And today, people are kind of in areas where they're not sure which direction to go or which direction life is taking them. And that seems to be the common theme of the day. And the answer, the overarching answer is that you have guidance, you have support, you have a lot of insight inside of yourself, too. You know, sometimes when there are changes you need to make, you know that in your soul. So just remember to reach out to the angels for that help, for that guidance, for that protection to help clear away those obstacles. And follow your heart. Don't get engaged in the fear, even though it's a normal reaction. Don't let fear take over for you. That will certainly throw you in a tailspin and will block you from receiving as much as you can, but also it will block your ability to see and block others' ability to see you in the very best light. So remember the very beginning of the show, fortitude, strength. That was the message from the beautiful angel love cards, was about fortitude and strength and knowing that the angels are helping give that to you. And you have a responsibility to engage in that as well. You need to kind of pick up yourself, put your shoulders back, put your best foot forward, and keep going in that direction, even though you might feel like you're getting beaten up a little bit. You keep going. You keep going forward, and you keep having those angels. Just stick with them. They will help you. So Carolan Carey, please reach out to her for a real reading, not just these one question things. There is so much information that she gives during her readings. It's just that time is some of the best time you'll ever spend in your life, I'm telling you. She will give you so much insight information, and that time that you can spend connecting with your loved ones is unbelievable, and it's priceless, and there's just nothing like it. She is amazing. She's talented. She's gifted. She's serious. She's focused. This is her mission in life, and she takes it very seriously, and it's a very sacred time for her, the time that she spends with your loved ones and you together. It's very sacred, and I know that it'll be a beautiful blessing for you. So reach out to Carolan for a reading. And Carolan, please tell them again. I know you're at carolancarey.com, but what's your email?
You can reach me at psychicflowradio@gmail.com. My show is on Thursday evenings, as you mentioned, in the Psychic Flow. You can always call into that show on Goldilocks Productions. We're on Spreaker. We're on iHeart. At the moment, we're going to have a new platform coming in November. Very exciting. You might even see me. I might even actually get up. Well, actually, my show's in the evening. Thank God. I had to get up on time for your show today. Thank God it's not on video. That'll be the next part because we're gonna work on that interchange right after this interview.
Yeah,
so,
Tiffany, we're going to need makeup and hairstylists, okay?
Well, I would settle just for combing my hair and brushing my teeth. I hope that's acceptable, just to show the video. But, I mean, we have a lot of great things coming on to Goldilocks Productions, so please check us out. All of our shows are fabulous. We have excellent healers and angel readers and mediums. So all of your questions and your curiosity will be satisfied. So.
Yes. Thank you so much for joining and sharing those amazing insights about life and death and spirit and the fact that love never dies. And thank you for sharing that. I hope and I know that it's touched people's hearts as it did mine and helps provide healing. So thank you very, very much for spending that time with me. And I look forward to Thursday night at 8 o'clock. And, of course, next month when we do it again.
Okay. Thank you so much for having me on today, Laura. You're a gem. I love you. Thanks.
I love you too, honey.
Okay.
All right,
Bye-bye.
ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us today. And have a wonderful week. And until next week, many, many blessings to you and to others. Check out, if you want to listen to this again, my website, angelsandhealinglight.com. Till next week. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening. We hope you enjoyed the show.